Dirty laundry. Gosh, this industry's full of it. So dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Greetings from the kitchen, and I hope y'all are doing fantastic out there. Anyways, there's been some changes to the hours of service, and I suspect they involve dirty laundry at some point because people got, like me included, got fed up with that stupid 30-minute break. So I want to let you know how that's going to change. And if you're a team driver like myself, how it's going to affect you coming up. So for those of y'all who are, let's just say, talking about the dirty 30, well, there's been some dirty laundry that has been discovered by the FMCSA, and they have to do some stuff to clean it up. So, coming soon will be revamped hours of service. Now, the main two changes are change to split sleeper berth for those drivers who use it. I do not use it, so I would suggest you research in the handbook for that. And then the other change is going to be allowing the use of on-duty time as long as you're not driving or on a loading dock as your 30-minute break. What this means is that if you're sitting in your truck in detention, or if you're waiting on that, well, I'm going to pick on a company here instead of picking on a nationality. Let's just say that crazy Swift driver that speaks with a foreign accent and always takes more than 30 minutes on the fuel island. Well, you're waiting to get fuel. There. Well, that's easy enough. I can pick on them all day long for all their crazy stuff that they've done, but anyways, while we're talking this dirty laundry here, it takes me about 30 minutes to wash a load of clothes in my front load washer that I was just showing at the beginning of the video. That's about the same time that it takes some drivers to move off the fuel island, and I mean, us team drivers really hurt when that happens because it causes us to lose time on our run and can result in situations like what happened this past weekend, which involved a trifecta, by the way, which is my co-driver Eric literally got run into by a deer, and then on top of that, our guys decided to send us down to Georgia where they didn't have a load. Then they sent us on to Tennessee where they didn't have a load, and things just got really ugly. Basically, we just hauled empty from New Jersey to Georgia. We had a trailer that was supposed to be destined for Dallas, Texas, but apparently the guys in Atlanta, Georgia decided they wanted to wait on it, as in WEIGHT, because, of course, they didn't like the not applicable on the paperwork. So, they decided to screw us. And one thing that would have helped me yesterday, while I was waiting in detention for them to get this sorted out and get going, would have been the ability for me to log my 30-minute break as on-duty time. Well, the FMCSA has already heard that cry for help, and they are fixing the rules. I will link to that in the show description. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about the hours of service and the other proposed changes that are going on, go on their website at FMCSA.dot.gov, and you can learn quite a bit there. You can also check out some of the various trucking websites out there like CDL Life, the Truckers Report, or Trucking Answers here on YouTube, and they have all kinds of information on that. So, with the changes to hours of service, I really hope that this will help get the economy moving again and help relieve some of these drivers of the unnecessary stress of having to wait for 20 minutes for another driver to pull up off the fuel island so they can get their fuel and get going. And so that we don't have to worry about the logbook as much. By the way, just an inside fact here, I've been using an electronic logging device of some form off and on during my entire career. At first they were called A-boards. I also tried smartphone and laptop logs. And, of course, the actual ELD itself nowadays. So I'm pretty well versed in how this stuff works. And if you have any questions about your ELD, now I may not know your specific brand, but I can give you some general advice and knowledge on how these things work. I use the OmniTrack system, and that's been my favorite basically since the beginning because it is just so much easier than some of the other systems out there, or in terms of actual usability. And they're almost always keeping up with changes as soon as they hit. So I hope y'all are doing well out there. If you're not doing so well, like if you're not getting runs, or if you're not getting freight, or if your company keeps messing with your logbook, I want to know. Because I may be able to help you solve the problem, and if I'm not, which is also likely, I can at least talk with you about it and maybe help you get to somebody who is more in the know. So call the wine line. 325-400-1175. Or you can send an email to Z as in zebra, T as in Tom, bell21@gmail.com. Or you can just leave a comment down below here on this channel. And lastly, you can go check out my website, which is if you're trying to get your mind off this stuff, it's going to be a great place to go, especially after today, because I have a rodeo shoot coming up this afternoon. And you can also check out my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I have some additional photos that I've posted of some stuff that I've encountered on the road, and I also like to share some of my favorite memes on those. And I also will share my videos on those as well. So, until next time, let's make your best trip your next trip, and I'll see you around whenever I get this done. And maybe even later here on YouTube. And by the way, I will not be having a live episode today because I have the rodeo shoot and I have a fishing trip that I might be going on this afternoon. Each of those is about 2 hours from the house. So I will catch you later. Bye for now.